Hey guys, welcome to the Diabetes Smarts Kitchen. I'm Judd. Thanks for tuning in, or, clicking in, I guess, whatever the kids are saying these days. If you are new to Diabetes Smarts, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and like this vid, because we have plenty more fun and informative vids just like this coming your way each week. Also, we're giving away 2 free gifts right now, and I'm going to tell you more about each later in this video, but if you want to grab those gifts right now, all you have to do is click the link in the description below. If you are pretty new to our channel, then you might have missed one of our most recent videos, which was all about 6 super herbs and spices to help you fight diabetes. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. I'll put the link right up here. I'm telling you about this because this week's cooking video is all about one of the best herbs you can possibly get onto your plate, and that is garlic. So here come 3 cost-effective, healthy, and amazingly delicious dishes for you and your family, and it's all about garlic. So, garlic. It's an herb that is actually closely related to onions. It's probably why it usually works so well in dishes with onions. But here's actually an interesting tidbit. Did you know that garlic for hundreds, if not thousands of years, has actually been used as a medicine by ancient cultures? In fact, you can find ancient Greek, Roman, even Chinese texts that mention using garlic as a medicine. And here's a little extra fun history for you guys. In ancient Egypt, they actually used to worship the garlic plant as a god. They even used to put garlic bulbs in tombs with their loved ones after they'd passed on. And then in medieval days and medieval nights, I guess, people used to hang garlic from their front doors to ward off evil spirits. I guess maybe that's where the whole Dracula hates garlic thing came from. But you know what? Assuming you're not a vampire, I'm guessing you already love garlic and eat it a lot, because it is one of the most versatile herbs out there, and it just can work in so many different dishes. Okay, but what is so special about garlic when it comes to fighting and preventing diabetes? Well, garlic just has an amazing library of health benefits, whether or not you're worried about diabetes, but multiple studies have actually shown that garlic can help lower fasting glucose levels. That's your blood sugar in between meals. It's also just loaded with amazing nutrients, specifically vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin B6. It can help lower your blood pressure. It can help lower your cholesterol levels. It's even been shown to have anti-cancer properties. And it's actually low in calories. And because it's so flavorful, just a little bit really goes a long way. That means we're gonna show you guys 3 very distinct recipes, and we're even gonna show you one where you roast garlic, which is gonna bring in just this completely new flavor profile, and it's absolutely delicious. So I did figure if we're gonna give you guys 3 amazing garlic recipes, probably best to give you a little bit of a variety depending on what foods you like or don't like. That's why we're gonna give you a great chicken dish, a delicious fish dish, and we have a vegetarian and possibly even vegan, don't quote me, vegan-friendly meal. But either way, that vegetarian meal is going to be excellent for anybody who just wants a little bit lighter meal, one that doesn't have any meat in it. Now, these 3 meals not only feature garlic heavily, but they also feature a wide array of other amazing nutrients. All of these ingredients that we're going to show you here should be pretty easy for you to find, and mostly should be cost effective depending on where you live and the time of year. All right, let's get right into it. Our first garlic infused dish is going to be our chicken dish, teriyaki chicken with cauliflower fried rice. This dish is great as an easy lunch to whip up, and you know what? Even your kids should like this one. Basically, it's just chicken and rice, but instead of using that high carb white rice, we're going to be substituting cauliflower rice in for that. It's going to give you a very similar flavor and texture to white rice, but you'll be adding another nutritious veggie to your plate instead of extra carbs. This recipe also features ginger. That's another wonderful anti-diabetes herb, and it also has some wonderful anti-inflammatory and vitamin-rich veggies. like bell peppers and celery. So let's get right into it. Here's how to make teriyaki chicken with cauliflower fried rice. Okay, let's start with 12 chicken drumsticks. That's basically 2 per person. We're gonna want about 6 cloves of garlic, which we'll mince, and 3 tablespoons of ginger, which we'll grate. Now for some heat, we're gonna wanna use 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper and 1 tablespoon of chili flakes. Now grab 4 carrots, we'll dice those up, and also grab 2 parsnips, and we'll dice those up as well. We're gonna want 4 stalks of celery, those are gonna get diced too, and go ahead and grab maybe 4 bell peppers, any color will do. Also grab 1 red onion, we're gonna dice that, and grab 3 eggs. Also we're using 1 large or 2 medium-sized heads of cauliflower, and we're gonna run that through our food processor for the ricing. Plus we're also gonna need a half a cup of olive oil, 1 cup of sesame oil, and 1.5 cups of coconut aminos. And as always, grab that salt and pepper to taste. Okay, for our teriyaki chicken with cauliflower fried rice, why don't you start off by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, let's get into the marinade. Start off by mixing 1 cup of coconut aminos with half a cup of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of ginger, throw 4 cloves of your minced garlic in there. Also throw in your chili flakes and your cayenne pepper, and whisk them all until combined. Now you can go ahead and actually marinate your chicken, so go ahead and place your marinade in an oven-ready dish. Now go ahead and throw your chicken in there and let that marinate for at least 10 minutes, if not more. Next, you're going to want to put some aluminum foil over your dish, and now you can throw that in the oven for about 40 minutes. Meanwhile, heat a large fry pan with 1/4 cup of olive oil, and throw in your onions, your peppers, your carrots, your celery, your parsnips, and your 2 remaining cloves of minced garlic. Also throw in your 1 remaining tablespoon of grated ginger, and cook that all up for about 5 minutes or until tender, and make sure to stir it regularly. Now we're going to want to rice our cauliflower in our food processor, and we're going to fry this up in a separate fry pan with half a cup of coconut aminos and half a cup of sesame oil. Stir that all through, season with salt and pepper, and cook that for about 5 minutes. Now clear some space in the pan by just moving everything to one side because it's time to scramble our eggs. So throw your 3 eggs in there, scramble them up for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then go ahead and mix it in with the rice. And now it's time to plate up. And there you go, teriyaki chicken with cauliflower fried rice. So there you have it, a quick, easy, cost-effective chicken dish that you and even your kids should love. I know I love it. I actually make this one a lot at home. So I would definitely recommend that one, especially if you've got some hard-to-please kids waiting for their dinner. All right, now as promised, let's talk about those 2 free gifts. The first one is our new book called Superfoods for Diabetics. If you like hearing about garlic, you're gonna love hearing about 24 other amazing anti-diabetes foods. That includes fruits, vegetables, herbs, and spices. It's going to completely transform how you shop for your meals and how you cook for your family. Our second free gift is going to give you access to watch episode 1 of our 8-part series, That Diabetes Documentary. We worked many years on this and we're really proud of it, so definitely check that out. The first episode alone exposes the truth behind diabetes, why rates of diabetes have been skyrocketing for years, and what we all can do to live our lives beyond the threat of diabetes. So you won't want to miss out on that either. To get both free gifts, all you got to do is click that link in the description below. All right, let's move on to our garlic fish plate. We're going to be doing a monkfish donburi. Monkfish is a white fish that's pretty prevalent here in New Zealand where I live. Now whitefish in general tends to be a little milder in flavor than maybe some other types of fish, but it's usually pretty inexpensive and easy to find wherever you live. Some types of whitefish that you may know include tilapia, grouper, cod, even catfish. But whatever fish you choose, again, this dish is gonna be all about the garlic, and this one's got a lot. You can use about 4 cloves, even more if you want. And this dish is also going to give you a nice dose of ginger. You're going to be getting a great variety of low-carb veggies, from carrots to cabbage to zucchini. It's even got some bok choy in there. Bok choy is going to give you a whole lot of vitamins. It's going to give you beta carotene, it's going to give you folate. All that is very important if you are worried about diabetes. So let's get right into it. Here's how you can throw together your very own whitefish donburi.
For our whitefish dish, let's start, of course, with the fish. So you can grab really any variety of whitefish, but today we're going to be using about 2 pounds of monkfish. Go ahead and grab 2 or 3 bell peppers, any color you like. Also grab maybe 6 heads of bok choy, and we'll chop those up. We're going to use 1 large or 2 medium-sized cauliflower heads, which we'll blitz into rice in our food processor. We'll be using half a head of cabbage, which we'll chop up, 2 zucchinis, which we'll dice, 4 carrots, we'll dice those up too. Now for our marinade, let's use a half a cup of fish sauce, a half a cup of orange juice, a half a cup of red vinegar, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 teaspoons of chili flakes, 3 tablespoons of grated ginger, and of course the garlic. We'll be mincing 4 cloves here. And for our cooking oils, let's grab half a cup of olive oil and half a cup of sesame oil. And don't forget that salt and pepper. So for our whitefish donburi, let's start with our marinade. So let's mix the orange juice, our fish sauce, our minced garlic, and our grated ginger, those chili flakes, the vinegar, and our honey. Put that all in a bowl and whisk till combined. Make sure to cut your whitefish into even-sized strips. There's going to be 1 per person here. And place it into your mixture to marinate. You're going to want to keep that in there for about 10 minutes, if not more. Next, let's blitz up our cauliflower heads in our food processor to turn it into the cauliflower rice. Let's go ahead and cook that cauliflower rice in a large pan with the sesame oil. And in a separate fry pan, let's heat half of our olive oil and then toss in our peppers, our zucchini, and our bok choy. And then let's cook all those together until they're tender. Remove your cooked veggies from the fry pan, but save that fry pan and let's throw in the rest of our olive oil and take our whitefish out of the marinade and cook it in the fry pan. But save your marinade because we're going to cook that off in a separate fry pan for about 2 to 3 minutes. And that's going to be our sauce. Once your fish is cooked through, you'll be ready to plate up. You can add in your fresh carrot and cabbage, and you're going to want to take that sauce and drizzle it over top. Now there you go, a delicious whitefish donburi.
If you love Asian seafood dishes, this can be an excellent meal for you and your family because it's going to keep you from going out to those expensive restaurants and, even avoiding maybe some of those less than healthy chemicals and added sugars that restaurants tend to add to their food. So definitely get this one onto your plate if you love seafood dishes. All right, are you ready for the final garlic-infused dish? I know I am because all this talk about garlic is making me hungry. So after this, I'm gonna get out of here and probably eat a whole bunch of garlic and then, have a whole bunch of mouthwash after that. But in any case, let's get to our final recipe for the day. That is our amazingly delicious roasted garlic and mushroom pasta. Now, this is a pasta that's actually not really a pasta. What does that mean? Well, just like we substituted those cauliflower pearls in place of the starchy white rice, we're going to be substituting peeled or spiralized zucchini strips in place of your typical high-carb white flour noodles. This dish also gives you the amazing health benefits that come along with mushrooms. Mushrooms are low glycemic, low calorie, and they're just chock full of water content, which is going to make them excellent for weight management. And you know what? Mushrooms are also anti-inflammatory, so they're going to help you lower your insulin resistance. That means, once again, you're going to be avoiding high-carb, high-starch foods and replacing them just with vegetables. So that's awesome and delicious at the same time. Let's get right into it.
First off, of course, we'll need the garlic, and for this recipe, we're going to use 1 full bulb of garlic. But the main ingredient, which is going to pair so well with the garlic, is the mushrooms. We're using about 400 to 500 grams of brown mushrooms, that's just under a pound, which we'll slice up when we prep, along with about 1 pound of white button mushrooms. Next, we're going to grab roughly 2 pounds of zucchinis, which we'll run through a spiralizer to create our noodles. We'll add 5 carrots, which we'll dice, 3 stalks of celery, which we'll dice as well. Also, go ahead and grab 3 to 5 bell peppers of any color really, whatever your preference. And the rest of our ingredients include 3 cups of vegetable stock, 2 cans of coconut cream. We'll just be using the creamy top layers of those. Also grab a half a cup of olive oil. And if you want to thicken your sauce a bit, we'll need 1 tablespoon of tapioca flour and 2 tablespoons of water. And as usual, you'll want salt and pepper to taste. Alright, let's start off our roasted garlic and mushroom pasta by boiling a full pot of water. While that's going, make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's start off by getting into the garlic prep. First off, pour the olive oil into a small bowl. Now take your garlic bulb and roll it through the oil. Place that garlic bulb in an oven tray, season with salt and pepper, and then throw it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes, or until it's golden. Now, once the garlic bulb is cool enough, you can actually squeeze the garlic out of each clove and back into that bowl of olive oil. Make sure not to get any of that skin in the oil. Now go ahead and heat a large fry pan, add your garlic oil, and now you can begin sauteing the carrots and the celery. Cook that until they're tender. Go ahead then and add your diced bell peppers and cook those till they're tender. And now season with some salt and pepper. Next, add your diced and sliced mushrooms and cook those till they're tender. Now you're going to want to add your vegetable stock, stir that through, then go ahead and add your coconut cream and stir all to combine. And if you want to thicken this just a little bit, mix up your tapioca flour with those 2 tablespoons of water and add that to the mixture as well. Now reduce your heat and let it simmer. While all this is going, you're going to want to cook your zucchini noodles. So add those to your boiling water and let those cook for about 7 to 10 minutes or until they're tender. And finally, you'll be ready to plate up. And there you go, a low-carb, meat-free, and garlic-infused veggie pasta.
Well guys, there you have it. 3 awesome, delicious, amazingly healthy garlic dishes to get you started on your anti-diabetes journey. And you know what? I think we covered a lot of bases today. You got a chicken, you got a fish, and you have a vegetarian meal. So pretty much anyone can find something they love about at least one of these meals, if not all 3. They're all totally unique, easy to cook, healthy, and cost-effective for lunch or dinner. And you can throw them together quickly for the whole family. Now, before you guys get out of here for the day, make sure to click the like button on this video and subscribe to our channel because we've got a ton more stuff coming your way in the days and weeks to come. Also, don't forget to click that link in the description below to grab your 2 free gifts, Superfoods for Diabetics and episode 1 of that diabetes documentary. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time here at Diabetes Smarts.